Uh, so you think that the God of the Bible is black, right?
God and Jesus,
So
sure.
uh, do you think God is atemporal and aspatial?
Can you define those? Are you saying that he's immaterial and he's just like everywhere all at once? Or are you saying that he's just simply
Uh,
located someplace?
he's you think he's uh, all at once. So
No.
that doesn't even
Well,
align with the
Tohno, by
definition
the
of
way,
God in most.
Tohno, by the way, could you announce this? I'm going to announce this right now.
Wait, hold on a sec.
So it does make
Okay.
sense, but it's just wait, hold on. What? Why are we even asking this? Is he?
Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Let me announce
Oh,
it
sure.
in myself.
Yeah. Also, I hope that was the last question because I don't really like answering questions. If you just have a stance or a position, then just go ahead and tell me that. But if it's just going to be like
Well,
spamming questions, I don't like questions.
so to be clear, the debate topic is going to be on if the God of the Bible is a nigger, right? That's going to be like the debate topic.
Well, nigga has
Yeah.
different colors, but if he's black, eliminated, yeah.
Yeah. No. Before the debate starts, yeah, you still didn't clarify whether or not God is spatio-temporal or not. You said he's omnipresent, right?
No, I was questioning what your question was, and I was asking you to clarify what you meant by it. But just to clarify my position, he's seated on a throne. He's not moving all around places. He just has power that has access to those places, but he's sitting on one location.
Uh, so he's no, answer my question. So is that one location dislocated from space and time or not?
Is it
Is an-
located where your
is it
action is
located
kind of
in
crazy?
space time or not?
Is it located in space time? No.
No, it is.
How the
So
fuck you gonna
so
give me the answer? What are you doing, bro?
bro, you contradicted yourself, bro. So there's this thing called the permanence theory, according to which how things persist through time. So according to permanence theory, things that exist in time, they instantiate different temporal parts at different times. So being black skinned, let's say, that's a temporal part. To be to have such properties, you would need to be in a spatio-temporal location. But according to you, God is a spatial and atemporal. So God isn't black-skinned. GG's, the debate is over.
Interesting. It's not according to me. It's according to the Bible. We didn't even get into the scriptures, and on top of that, I don't know why
So
we're subjected. Yeah, real quick. So I don't know why we're basically assuming that we should use your source of information as the end all or be all. So just because you named something, that
no,
doesn't
no,
mean
no.
that's a contradiction. We would then, yeah. All I would simply then is put that into question and ask for justification for why that is even a standard to begin with. So I don't know why you're saying just because of this certain thing that means that you're wrong. God can't. No, that's not how that works. So if you can justify that, that would be great because I'm not putting that into question. And again, the
I just
scripture says
I,
this. It's not me. It's the scripture that says this. He's located on a throne, which is a location. That throne is outside of time and space, as in compared to the earth realm, we don't have the same time. One day in heaven is 1,000 days on earth. We do not have the same time, and there's different flows of time within heaven compared to earth. So there's a different
so,
time streams or different space times continuums. So go ahead.
so so basically what you're saying is that this God of the Bible resides in a realm that has different nomic laws than us, but that doesn't entail he is outside of space and time, because let's say when we talk about a plane of existence and we talk about its dimensionality, uh, it's basically the number of independent directions in that certain plane of existence. Like I say, are you familiar with the Cartesian coordinate system? So basically, the dimensionality of a plane of existence is defined by the number of coordinates to identify a point in that specific plane of existence. So an aspatiotemporal location, in an aspatiotemporal location, you can't use the Cartesian coordinate system to identify a point and stuff. So if we are saying that the God of Bible resides in a place where time still flows, right? So that means it's still bounded by the Cartesian coordinate system and stuff, and it's spatio-temporal. Therefore, and therefore he instantiates these spatio-temporal properties like being black. So he's prior to space and time, bro. Bro, another contradiction. That means he's not maximally great and stuff. You contradicted yourself. You just proved that God of the Bible, uh, or how God is posited in the Bible, is an incoherent philosophical and theological doctrine, bro. This isn't good looks for you, bro.
No, all I am not doing that. Anyway, let me stop. I'm not gonna get to the internet. The what do you call it? Indian accent. Anyways, so yeah, that's not what I was saying. That's not my bad, my bad. But yeah, for one, that's not what I was saying. I didn't say that there is time. I didn't say that there is time in. Yeah, I don't know who's doing,
You
but I
just
didn't say that.
said,
Who the fuck is
you
that? Oh,
just
it's
said
you interrupting me.
time
I'm
flows
thinking
in
like
God's.
who's interrupting me? It's him. But anyways, yeah. So like I was saying, I didn't say that there is time in heaven. I'm saying it's actually outside of time. I'm saying one day in heaven. I'm just simply giving you an analogy from the scriptures that implies that it's not even the same form of actual time. Um, even if that was the case, again, why are we under the standard for this to be the standard as to why we should accept it as and all or be all? Making it seem like because of this said property or because of this said standard, this is the standard that makes it so that you're wrong in what you're saying. You never justify why we would go with this in a way where it's substantiated with actual empirical evidence. What evidence you actually sent that actually implies that the Bible is wrong? Again, all I'm simply doing is quoting the
No,
Bible,
no, no.
and you're making it seem like because of this said standard about space and time over here, this said definition over here, that implies that the Bible is wrong. Again, why is that coordination? Why is that correlation even existing here? You never justified. Yeah, real quick. You never. Okay, the fake laughing is kind of getting annoying. Just like mute your mic if you're gonna do that. But yeah, you
Okay,
never justified real quick. So you never justified why this is the standard to the Bible. So if you're simply trying to question the Bible, then just say that. But you're making it seem like I'm being wrong for simply quoting the Bible that you also adhere to, or at least you never clarified that. So are you disagreeing with what the Bible is saying? Do you want me to send scriptures of what it says, or what? Because it just seems like you're just not really being coherent in what you're saying. You're being very vague. But go ahead.
I'm just I'm just saying the Bible, God posited by the Bible is an incoherent philosophical doctrine, and empirical evidence here has nothing to do actually. I'm giving a critique to what you said
Hmm?
about the God. Wait, chill, chill.
No, I didn't hear
I'm
what you
giving a
said.
critique. I'm giving a deductive critique to what you said and what you posited about the God of the Bible, right? So you just said the God of the Bible resides in a place where time flows. And in that realm, the flows of time is different from the universe we reside in. But still, it will be in space time since time still flows there. Blah blah blah. So you said God from the Bible is spatio-temporal, but time flows there. That's a contradiction. And another thing is that if God by definition, you do agree with the fact that it is a conceptual truth that God by definition which none greater can be conceived. He isn't prior to anything. But if God resides in a realm, let's say a box or a place where time flows, that means that realm, that space time. If we are taking something like a substantialist view on space and time, that means space time would be prior to God. That's contradiction number two. Wow.
Okay, yeah. So for one, I never said he was aspatial. In fact, I literally told you the location he was. I also told you that he wasn't everywhere at all places all at once. I never once said that. In fact, that
That,
was a time period where I was asking you for your definition or usage of the word aspatial. So that's not me saying that he is aspatial. What I'm obviously saying that he's not. And then again, that's yeah, it's a contradiction because you're presupposing that was my stance. No, my stance is the opposite of that presupposition. So that's the difference here.
so
So again,
you
and again,
wait, wait, wait.
I'm
So
real
you
quick,
agree? So you agree on the
real
fact
quick.
that God?
That's fine, but you shotgun me. So let me just finish that, and you can ask whatever you want after, even though I don't answer questions. But like I was simply saying, so again, I think you presuppose my argument, which is just a straw man, because that's not what I argued. So it's not a contradiction. And then again, you never justified. Again, this is still what's in question. Your definition of the words you are using to be justified as a standard we should agree to or accept. You didn't respond to this. So again, your definition of any of these words, again, for one, send the definitions, send evidence of what you're claiming, send actual justification of what you're claiming with these words, and then we can go into it. But you're just simply presupposing, straw manning, and then basically shotgunning. Like these are all basically being fallacious things that I don't understand why you're doing it. But sure, I don't know why you're not understanding what
Uh,
I'm saying.
you want me to send you books or Amazon endurance and perdurance theory and dimensionality and stuff, right? Because you don't know a shit about those things, right? But you did agree on the fact that God is atemporal. That means God would be part time, and time is basic. Most neo-Lorentzian views see time as the fourth dimension, and if God is in time, then according to the substantialist view, God would be a three-dimensional entity who resides here. Stuff. So, by the
Like,
way, by evidence, are you trying to say that I should send you some books on the philosophical notions I talked about in this debate, right?
you have to justify those things being a source of, I guess you would say, material that is something we should both agree to or adhere to. And again, you just answered your own question, or you basically told what my actual argument was. He is a 3D being, but all I simply said was he is not in the same time continuum, space time continuum as Earth. So I didn't say that there's no time. I'm saying that there's no time compared to the Earth. They are two different things. I said two space-time continuums, meaning separations. And I gave you the example. I said one day in
So
heaven
wait.
is 1,000 on earth. So I didn't say that he's outside of time. I said he's outside of a specific time, which was earth. So again, I'm saying that he is a 3D
So
being.
yeah, yeah.
Real quick. So I am saying that he's a three-dimensional being that is outside of Earth's space-time, and he does sit in the location that I said he sits on the throne. So he's located somewhere and he's a physical 3D being. That is why you're not understanding my argument and saying that I'm contradicting myself because you're straw
Yeah,
manning.
you contradict. You're
You're
saying he's a
straw
physical
manning.
3D being.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah. If you
Oh,
have
and
read
yeah,
this
just to,
book,
I don't answer questions, but yeah, you have to substantiate
wait,
what you're saying. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
yeah, I already did that, by the way. Have you read this
Where?
book? Have you read this book by David Lewis on the plurality of worlds? He basically posited this version of model realism, which says other possible worlds or possible universes, they're spatio-temporal and causally isolated from our universe. So that will be a different space-time continuum. So basically, things in two different possible worlds, they don't have causal relationships or stuff, but that doesn't entail uh, a thing from a different possible world or a different possible universe would be a maximally great being, actually. And you just contradicted yourself by saying that God is a 3D thing. That means there are entities and stuff like space, space and time would be prior to God, which means God is not all powerful. Yeah.
Well, no, that's not how that works. If you create all
That's
things
how
in,
that works. Yeah.
okay, okay, bro. I said
You are just
one
proving again
thing.
and
You
again
spoke for
that
5 minutes. Why is he
the
saying
Bible
like
is a
why like
contradictory
yo
theology.
Apollo? This is the issue with like speaking with people, and this is why I have my that they after they know that they get slapped up, they start interrupting and monkeying out. Like stop chimping out and just let me finish, bro. So yeah, for one, again, yes, you're now starting to understand my argument. So again, he is a 3D being, hence why he has a color on him, hence why he is located in space. Again, I don't think you understood what he keeps fake laughing while I'm speaking. So yeah, like I
I,
was saying,
I was trying to prove that. I was trying to
yeah,
prove that the
okay.
Bible,
You
the
just mute your
Bible
mic.
is
You just mute your mic.
contradictory, and
You just
you
okay. That's
yourself
fine. Okay,
proved
yeah, you already said that. You're interrupting me just to repeat yourself. Like, okay, that's fine. You said that 5 times, so let me finish. But like, if you're just gonna be fake laughing, we know you're fake laughing. That's fine. So, Coke, that's fine, bro. Just mute your mic while doing so. You're just being rude at this point. So like, all I'm simply saying is, yes, if you was to ask me what my actual point was, and then understood what the point was, I never said he wasn't 3D. I never said that there is no time or in heaven. I said that he's not in the same space time. So I clarified exactly which space time I was referring to, and I said the Earth multiple
yeah,
times. I said the Earth space time
yeah,
is
yeah.
different from heaven,
I
and
also
again, I'm
that
simply
doesn't
quoting the
deny the fact
Bible.
that
My entire
he's
stand.
still
Okay, so
temporal.
again, it's not. So again, I never said any of that. I specified the version of what I was talking about. Secondly, no, you can create all things in existence. You can create all things in existence and have all power. You just have to create all things to be weaker than you. So you can still do everything. And secondly, I never say he was all powerful. I didn't even say he's all knowing. What do again, more presuppositions of an argument I never made. I never said any of this. Why are you like again? But the person
The
you're
debate,
quoting,
wait,
you're
the
hold on.
debate was on
On top of that, the
your
person you're
champ.
quoting, on top of that, the person you're quoting is simply appealing to what? Authority. You're being fallacious. So you cannot use real quick. He's fake laughing again. You cannot use a fallacy in order to justify your point. I said justify your point as in send evidence. You said you sent evidence, then you just simply use verbiage. Your actual words are the things that is in question. You made claims, I put those into question. Having more claims is not fucking proving what you're saying. That's just begging the question. So that's another fallacy. Again, so all you're simply doing is saying, according to this one guy, acco- let me summarize your argument and I'll be done. All you're saying so far is that this one guy made a fucking article, or according to his discoveries, or according to
Wait a
him,
second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
hold on. According to
I got
his,
a phone call. I got a
according to
phone
his
call.
anecdotal,
I got a phone call.
he got to leave. Yeah, anyways. So according to his personal anecdotal justifications, he thinks that space-time is whatever the fuck he identifies it as. Not that it's proven to be this within reality. And I'm saying if there is proof within reality of this being the case, send evidence of that said proof, not of his claims, which is simply appealing to authority. So again, you're being fallacious by repeating yourself, not actually sending evidence. His is razor, argument by assertion, argument from belief. Again, all of your these niggas is trash, bro. These and he left.
That's not a fallacy. That's not a fallacy, bro. I was trying to
Which is not
argue
the
that
fallacy.
I was trying to argue that the God of the Bible is not all powerful because you just agreed on him being three-dimensional. If God was all powerful, he would be the one to create space-time. I have said this on multiple times that God is, according to your doctrine, God. Hello? Wait a second. Wait a second.
He doesn't understand basic shit. He created the heavens that has time. He created the earth that also has a
Wait.
separate
So
space-time
according to your
continuum.
doctrine, God is prior
He
to
just exists
space
within
and
it.
time. So he doesn't have maximal causal power and stuff. I have repeated this 1,000 times, and you just contradicted yourself like in the first 10 minutes of the debate. Although
Okay.
I don't think
So
we need. I don't think we need to continue this conversation even
no,
more.
yeah.
You're
Don't
just one
yeah,
of
so
you're
before you
just like
run,
one of those.
let me
You're just
respond to that. So for one, again, you're presupposing my argument. I never said that he wasn't all powerful. I simply said you made it seem like that was the case. I said God created everything in existence. So everything below him can still be interacted with him. So I never said he wasn't all powerful. I'm justifying a form of being all powerful over your creations. So that's my first argument as to why you didn't understand that. My second one is that, well, he created earth, he created the heavens, and he exists within heaven. That doesn't mean that he didn't create it. I said he did create that. So he does have transcendence over it. I never said he was limited to it. He just exists on a throne that's located in heaven, that's above the earth, and they are both his creations. When did I say that he's not all powerful? When did I say that he has to be limited to living within space time?
You
When did I
you
say that?
wait, wait.
When did I
You
say
don't
real
say
quick, real quick, real
he's
quick,
not
real
all
quick, real
powerful.
quick, real
Yeah,
quick, real
according
quick,
to your
real quick, real
doctrine,
quick, real quick, real
space
quick.
time is prior to
Oh
him.
man, the
That's a
chimping
contradiction.
out. The chimping
How
out. We
many?
need Bob the Builder over here. Well, wasn't it Chub the Builder? Okay, anyway. So like I was saying, again, that's not again, bro. You are presupposing all of my arguments. I never said
I'm not
anything you're
presupposing.
saying. So it's not a
I'm giving a
contradiction.
critique.
It's not a contradiction. No, according to you and your presupposition of my argument, it will be a contradiction. But according to me, I'm using consistency. Nothing that I'm saying is, first of all, I'm also start sending scriptures. Well, for one, you're not putting it into question, so I don't have to. Um, you accepting it or not having it a contention to it doesn't mean I have to justify it now. But I'm asking for your evidence. So again, just to finish off, you didn't respond to me. You still didn't justify why this one guy's anecdotal testimonies or anecdotal belief system or anecdotal philosophies is a justification for why this would be wrong in what I'm saying about God being above heaven and earth because he created it. Him existing within these things does not mean he is limited to it. So again, you never justify why he's not a 3D being that has color. He's black with woolly hair. You never contending that. You never actually
that
contended. Yeah,
that was not the topic of the debate.
like he's spiraling.
I was trying to
Spiraling.
argue.
It's like
I
he's
was trying to.
spiraling. It's like he's spiraling. Okay, go ahead. You want to talk so bad? Go ahead, bro.
I was trying to argue that the God of the Bible that you posited is contradictory and stuff, and
Yeah, you said that.
you yourself prove that it's a contradictory philosophical doctrine, God being 3D and stuff. Like I
No
said,
one, unless
that means
you have a position.
God didn't create space or time or the temporal dimension where He resides, like His throne.
What did you just say? You put that in the question? What did you just say?
Like you said that God exists in a realm that's spatio-temporally isolated from our realm, where the flow of time, aka the normological laws and stuff, etc. So he sits on this throne where the flow of time is different. That doesn't that is still space-time of specific reality would be prior to him. That means God is not all powerful, and God can be like the creators and the creation within space time. That's another contradiction. Like, brother,
Again,
you're just
according to what
brother,
standard?
you're just embarrassing yourself.
Okay,
It's
okay.
fine.
It went from if anyone was tracking it, it went from fake laughing to fake coughing and then back to fake laughing. Okay, so just to clarify, so again, where is the standard that proves that what I'm saying, which is what's consistent with the Bible that you adhere to,
Yeah, yeah.
is contradictory? So
It's
again,
it's
all I
consistent
simply
with the
said, I'm a,
Bible, but
okay, hold
the
on, because he
Bible,
keeps
you just proved
presupposing
the
my
Bible
argument.
is
He keeps
incoherent.
presupposing my art. Okay, 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 okay. He keeps presupposing my arguments. I'm gonna just simply tell you my argument. God
It's not
created heaven.
presupposed.
God
It's not
created heaven and
presupposed.
earth. I'm going to get there. Okay, hold on. God created heaven and earth. I don't know why he couldn't exist within it if he transcends over it as well. If you look at any fictional scaling tiering system, because you're talking about standards, well, the fuck, we could use the tiering system. We could use any by your hold on, by your logic. Our hold on. Why is he fake? Just mute your mic if you're gonna do that. Like you're interrupting me to do that. Like what the fuck? So again, according to your own standards, you could use this like this human who's a little bit educated in quantum physics as an entire fucking end all be all fucking justification, that's fine. And you think that's evidence of what you're proving. Okay, sure, that's fine. Well, sure, I can do the same logic and simply say, according to the versus battle standard battle assumptions,
You are
according to the versus
you are
battle
using a
wiki, according to
fictional
all these
wiki to
standards. Well, guess
justify
what?
your
Yeah, yeah,
God.
okay, yeah, yeah. Hold on.
You're
I'm
using
going to use your own
this
logic
is
against you.
so
I'm going to use your own logic against you. There are universal beings capable of basically transcending a universe and still being able to interact with the lower dimensions. Mr. Mixie from DC Comics. He's a fifth dimensional being. He's a fifth dimensional being that goes to the three dimension. Perpetua, she's a sixth dimensional being that goes to the three dimension. There's plenty of scenarios within fiction, within actual other standards other than this one random nigga that nobody knows. Nobody knows this nigga. Nobody knows this nigga, but more times than not, any fictional debater knows about the steering system. Any debater realistically knows
do
about
you
steering
think
systems.
fiction is
So yeah,
consistent
so
with
according to
reality?
that standard,
Do you think
that
fiction
is
is
also a
consistent with
possibility.
reality?
That is also a possibility, huh? Anyways, I don't know why he keep interrupting me, and he's doing so with fake laughter too. Okay, like unless you have a condition like the Joker in that movie about the fake laughing condition, like you dragging it. Like, okay, I'm funny, but like calm down, bro. Like that's a little bit extra glazing for me. But anyways, if you look at what you're saying by your own standards, your own logic, there are other standards and other fucking justifications that would simply debunk you. Debunk the guy who nobody fucking knows that you quoted and still didn't send any articles, still didn't send any documentation, no form of evidence whatsoever other than your word, which is what's in question. That's not how that works. So, yes, God can be a three-dimensional being. God can be a three-dimensional being with actual physical characteristics that are named, like being black, woolly hair, etc. Being in a physical location, being in a physical location while still transcending over all of it. It's the same concept of how heaven transcends earth and those heavenly beings transcends earth, but they can also still interact with the lower dimensions such as earth. We have plenty of scriptures, have plenty of scenarios of higher dimensional being able to interact within the Bible with lower dimensions, right? So even according to the standards of the Bible, that one nigga that who you keep fucking quoting for some reason still don't make no fucking sense. So unless he's Neil deGrasse Tyson or fucking Stephen Hawkins or someone in charge of some NASA organization, maybe, but even then, you're still having to justify them with evidence. Okay, otherwise you're being fallacious, and I named 5+ fallacies. Okay, do you understand that? Appeal to authority because
So
you're using
yeah,
some
yeah.
random nigga,
Blue
some random
Blue
authority. Okay,
Marvel.
then sure, then yes, you are being fallacious. Go ahead.
So in certain fictional frameworks, like there's this verse I made that was called baseless. So here, the way the high dimensional beings interact with lower dimensional things is by creating avatars and stuff. Uh, God being high dimensional doesn't justify him having maximal causal power. That would still mean he's in a spatial location. High dimensional, yeah, do you understand that? Even
Well,
if
first
he's
off, you're
high
asking.
dimensional, that would still mean he's
Okay.
spatial, you know. That would mean space is still prior to him.
Space
You
is
are just
prior to him.
contradicting yourself. You
Space
are
is prior to
contradicting
him, but he
yourself like
created space.
billion times.
So first off, according to what I actually argued, I don't know how you got space is prior before. Where did I say that? According to, again, I
It's
said
pretty much
he's the
it's
one
yo
responsible
yo
for
yo
creating.
Marvel. It's pretty much evident that you have never read a single paper or book on space-time substantialism. Neither do you know about general relativity or spatial relativity, or how a Minkowskian space-time model works and stuff. It's
I don't know
okay.
why
It's
he
okay.
keeps
It's
quoting that.
okay being a lab, bro.
No, he doesn't understand what's happening here. He keeps saying Blue Marvel, God King. You don't understand that. He's a fucking okay, let me not insult him. He doesn't understand that all I'm doing is quoting the Bible. So speak down on the
Yeah,
Bible,
that's
right?
all I'm
But all
doing.
I'm
It's
okay,
proving the
okay, okay.
Bible to
Oh,
be a
so you're a
contradiction.
Muslim? So wait, hold on, you're a Muslim? Hold on, you're a Muslim?
Yeah.
Okay, and even in the Quran, real quick, you stupid. My bad. I didn't mean to insult you. Yeah, in the Quran,
But
real quick,
the discussion isn't about the
hold on.
Quran,
Is
bro.
Allah? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why you're being okay. Real quick, right? Is Allah a high dimensional being?
I'm not here to talk about the Quran, bro. I was here to prove
Interesting.
the
Okay,
part
yeah,
of the Bible is
okay, yeah, sure,
contradictory,
exactly.
and
Okay,
I've
yeah,
already
okay, we
proved it.
get it. When it comes to your these niggas are always hypocrites. When it comes to your shit, oh yeah, that's non-touchable. Don't touch that. Don't talk about that. Yeah, exactly. Because if you looked at it again, this is what I mean by standards. If you look at your own standards, you're gonna run the fucking way. That's not by coincidence. And he's
That's
fake laughing still, like the fake laughing is just making it. Is this
that's
what
not
Apollo did?
relevant here,
He's
bro.
like,
That's
okay,
not
I'm gonna do it.
relevant
I'm gonna
here.
do what he's doing. I'm gonna do what he's doing.
Why are you
I'm
bringing
gonna, I'm gonna, I'm
irrelevant
gonna do what
stuff
he's
to
doing. I'm gonna do what he's
conversation?
doing. Yeah, can you stop interrupting me? Anyway, what I was saying, according to your own standards, you know the Quran. You were Muslim. According to your own standards, that's the same concept. So you're speaking down on the Bible as if
That's
it's not the
irrelevant
same
here,
God.
bro.
They are the
That's
same
irrelevant
being.
here.
They are the same being. So when it comes to your own personal, because you keep attacking me
How
and
would
my
the same
knowledge,
be?
and this nigga shut the fuck up, yo, Apollo. Jesus Christ, this is like
Yo,
the
follow,
50th
follow.
time. This is the 50th time. And all throughout the fucking claims, he just keep fake laughing. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, hold on. I think there's a
I'm
joke
just
going
running
on.
into you.
Hold
I've
on.
never had I've never had a
Hold on.
better laugh in
He's
my
not
life.
understanding. No, all your these pseudo intellectual always think they winning. Okay, that's fine, Keith. Just stop interrupting. You don't know what decorum is? You don't know what being civil is? Like, are you a fucking ghetto bitch? You ratchet or something? Like, what the fuck?
I,
You like
I'm
being
not here to
chaotic?
talk about the
You like
Quran,
being
bro.
chaotic?
I was here
Like
to give a
this nigga
critique
really
to
do
the.
be knuckle dragging. Stop knuckle dragging, monkey. Anyway, you because like this nigga's getting annoying as fuck at this point. So yeah, like I was saying, again, according to your own personal standards, because again, you are attacking my belief system, and you're attacking that I don't know this, I don't know this, I'm not, I didn't read any
The
papers.
debate was
Oh my
on whether or
fucking
not
god!
your
Okay,
belief system was
look,
coherent. It,
I'm going to local mute
bringing
you,
the Quran here
and
is
then I
absolutely
local mute you.
irrelevant.
I don't care if these niggas hear me or not, right? I just can't hear you because you're fucking distraction and you're annoying with the fake laughing. So, like I was saying, you're local muted. That's fine. Interrupt me if you want now. That's cool. So again, if you are looking at your own fucking standards, your own belief system, because again, you attack mine. I don't read any papers. I don't know anything at all, right? My educational background is crazy. I have a fucking PhD. I have a PhD in fucking theoretical physics and electrical engineering. I will fucking knowledge gap the fuck out of you on anything physics,
You're a
on
PhD
anything
in physics
engineering.
and still
So
don't
that's
know
not how
about
that works,
Cartesian
right? So
coordinate
my
systems.
educational background has nothing to do with whether or not I'm arguing on the fucking standards of the Bible, and your standards is still not justify why it's more credible or more of an official source than what I'm saying about the Bible that we're both debating on. And then mind you, in your own religion, it's the same fucking God. It's still both Abrahamic gods. They both still have Allah, who's basically translated into Jesus. So again, and the fucking Quran, the Quran
Dude, this,
still has the still is derived from the Bible. There's plenty of aspects of the Quran that speaks
I'm
about
not here to
Adam.
talk about
There's
the Quran.
plenty of aspects of it that speaks
Because
about Adam literally having two sons.
it's
Their
written
two
from
sons is actually the same version of son. So there's plenty of connections between this. So if you look at your own standards, talking about your own personal belief systems, right? Your own shit don't make sense. You're talking about contradictions left and right, but you don't understand that your own shit doesn't make sense. Now to respond to what you said about the fucking again, you still didn't respond to it being fallacious.
Dude is a
He's not
PhD in
understanding shit
theory.
I said about any of the fucking fallacies that he's committing. Again, this one random nigga, it doesn't matter about what you're saying because I'm still asking for evidence of it. Your one piece of evidence of what you're saying doesn't fucking track and you never sent any justifications for it. No actual evidence other than begging the
I just
question with more
justify.
words.
I,
So again, even if you look at that, that's still not correlated. You're not the one tracking. I'm asking for evidence
I'm
because I'm
the one
putting what you're
tracking.
saying in question. You're not being able to prove that. That means it's fallacious. I'm justifying what I'm saying because I'm using the Bible and you're not discrediting the Bible. And then on top of that, your actual standards is not proven to be more justifiable than mine. You keep arguing for aspatials. For one, that's
Can
not
I
what I
ask you a
argue for.
question?
Like, what the
Excuse me.
fuck is wrong with this nigga?
So you, Blue
All right, you're
Marvel, you
unmuted now.
said
Go ahead.
that the
Yo,
Yo,
just go on.
official. I think I'm done arguing with this donut, bro. You can take your
Damn,
turn too.
arguing with this donut,
No,
bro.
no, do not
I'm
throw
done
the
arguing with.
marble at me.
I'm done arguing with the donut, bro. $1, $1. $1.
I'm not
Feed
gonna lie,
the
Blue
food.
Marble, Blue
Yo,
Marble.
Blue Marvel, can I ask you a question? Did
Blue
you just
Marble
sit
has
there
the
and say
ultimate
that the Quran affirmed that
interpretation
Jesus was God?
of blasphemy.
Like, I seriously cannot understand how stupid you have to be to affirm that. You're being drowned out and you're talking about some ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. You need to
Bro,
go back to school,
official.
bro. What are you talking
Yo,
about?
official.
Yeah,
Yeah, he contradicted himself in the first 5 to 10
What
minutes of the
Blue
debate.
Marble.
Bro, you're here to talk about the
What
Quran,
contradiction?
and you're the one sitting there saying God is a 3D being and saying he's black.
What
Huh?
contradiction? Wait, hello?
Bro,
Quran is, I wasn't even talking about the Quran. He was the one
Hey,
who
nigga,
brought.
what? You don't have to
no,
be
no,
talking
hold
about
on.
the
Can I ask you a
Quran,
question?
nigga. What?
How do you
That was
affirm
me
that the
to debunk
Quran
your
affirms
statement.
that God is
You
Jesus
are
when,
Muslim
like,
and you
Jesus is
believe in
literally a
those
prophet sent down by
belief
God?
systems,
There's
right?
clearly a
He
distinction, bro.
muted up. Finally. Oh, now he want to mute up. When you
Peace be
finally
upon him.
running away, now he want to mute up?
Yeah, see, that's why
Interesting.
you don't.
These
Shit, take
niggas